Hey guys, thanks for stopping by my channel. Today I have another project share. This is a loaded envelope that I did in a little different style than I usually do. Well, a lot different, I guess. It's actually a giant envelope. So I took, this is from the Balloon collection, I believe. You can see the envelope shape here. I took one of the 12 by 12 sheets and I just made a big envelope and on my envelope punch board, and I filled it with some goodies. And I made a little liner just because this is not double-sided paper. So I just traced the outside and then trimmed a little bit off. That way it has a nice background. You can see one of the cut-aparts here I have, and then just from my stash I took a die with some like silver foil and put that there. And then I kind of mimicked the little pom-pom trim embellishments that she has with the new Willow Lane. And I took one of the die cuts, I backed it on some like cardboard, like you use in packaging to give it some strength, and then I glued this pom-pom trim, this is from AliExpress, around it to give it that little look of that. I like the little pom-pom, so I thought that was fun. So that's the envelope, just to kind of show you. I love that paper, it's gorgeous yellow. For the insides, I'll go ahead and take a look. I made 4 little things to go inside. So I took one of the papers and I backed it on some cardstock and used a tab punch to have, you know, something to pull out. I have a die cut here of a heart from one of the papers, and then I had these in my stash from like a couple years ago, I think, from Tuesday Morning, these like flare buttons up on Pop Dots, and I just layered some extra, you know, bits from, oh, what am I trying to say? You know what I'm trying to say. And some ribbon, and I stapled it together. And I put that on there, and I used some Nuvo drops to make these look like enamel dots. I do have an old video on my channel, if you look way back, like in 2015 or 16, I think. And it talks about how to use Nuvo drops to make your own enamel dots. So that's what I did there. Very easy to use. This, I had some frames in my stash and I backed it with some of the bird paper. I sprinkled some glitter and I put one of the little stickers from the sticker book that you can get at Joann's. It says, "Hey Sunshine," and then I put some glossy accents and I had to let that dry so you can kind of see that. So this is on Pop Dot so that they can take it off. I'm not going to take it off right now, but they can take it off and use that. Alright, what else have we got here? I'm very into wax sealing right now, and I love it. It's so much fun. So I took one of the papers and I made an envelope and I stuffed it with some goodies, and then I made this little collage on front with that Hobby Lobby trim, and then just stapled some of the ephemera bits together, used some stickers from the sticker pack, and then it's got die cuts inside, and then I sealed it with that crown seal and that gold wax. That way the recipient can break that open and see what the surprise is inside. Love that, so fun. Alright, that's that one. And then this one, I took some of that paper, this fringe paper. I like it, but I never know what to do with it. So I thought, oh, this works. So I mounted it on some vanilla cardstock, used that stitched bow from my stash and made that. It's a die that I have. And then I have these teacups. This is from, I think, Creative Expressions, Vintage Tea Party. I think I'm getting that right. So out of the paper, so these are embellishments they can use. They're on little pop dots, and then I put a flower and a little leaf in a little center. That way, I thought that looked very cheery. So they can use that. And then I have the famous Royal Swan. Okay, so I took that paper again and mounted it on some plain pink cardstock. It's very long, but I thought that would look nice, being kind of the thing to stick out the best. And I used, is it My Creative Time? Ugh, bad memory when it comes to names. But anyway, you know the bow I'm talking about there, the famous bow. And I mounted that on there and used a little Dollar Tree sparkly center. And then I made 2 of these Royal Swans. Instead of using the gold from instead of die cutting everything out in different papers, I just used my watercolor markers and colored that in. And then I colored the crown pink. I don't know if it's going to pick up, but I put some gold, a Nuvo Midas Touch gold. It's like Winkastella on there, and then I did that same on the white flower, this pink sparkly dot, and then the little leaves coming out. So they have 2 of those, and those are mounted on pop dots, so they can use those. So fun little embellishment, very easy to put together and fun to decorate. Great gift giving idea, and it loads in really, really nicely. Hear my daughter going around there. I think the UPS guy was here. It's a regular. And then, you know, you can just gift this. I'm trying to do this without putting my head in the camera. Let me get this behind here really quickly. Right, so that loads in there however you want to do that, and then that ships rather flat actually in terms of weight. You just have to make sure you don't squash your bows, but if you pack it nicely it should do the trick. And anyway, I thought that was really fun, and I really love how it turned out. It's very happy, and I love the pink and the yellow and the green. And anyway, hope you like that. Hope that gives you some ideas. Get out your envelope punch board, make yourself a giant envelope and stuff it. Alright, thanks for joining me today, guys. Please hit that like video, and go ahead and hit the subscribe button as well. Thanks so much, and have a great day.